The people conducting the review into the Reserve Bank today broke their silence about the submissions to their inquiry and the key changes being requested. Let's go live to Ross Greenwood, our business editor. It appears, Ross, that there could be big change on the way for the central bank.
There's no doubt, and this comes as a result of more than 100 submissions to this inquiry into the Reserve Bank and its role, and also the settings under which it makes interest rate decisions here in Australia. That was really one of the first decisions of the Treasurer Jim Chalmers when Labor came into power. Well, today the committee went to a Committee for Economic Development in Australia, a CEDA lunch, and spoke about those submissions and some of the suggestions that are within them, including one suggestion that the functions of the Reserve Bank Board be split, saying that currently there is all of the, if you like, the oversight of the bank and its staff and its HR and everything else that comes with it, along with actually making the decisions about interest rates. So this is Caroline Wilkins, who not only has a distinguished career with the Bank of Canada, who is on this review board, but also currently sits on the Monetary Policy Committee for the Bank of England.
On the pro side, it's really a question of clarity of roles and responsibilities and having the right people assigned to the right job, as well as kind of having a better ability to have an enterprise-wide view of operational governance like a regular board would do, while at the same time allowing the monetary policy group or the monetary policy board to really focus on those decisions and have the time that they need. On the con side, it's what you would expect. It's well, is this not going to just increase the amount of bureaucracy that's involved and be a distraction for the governor and bank staff in a way that wouldn't be helpful for their ultimate remit, which is for the well-being of Australians. And
now, on the subject of change, the energy market, as we know, it keeps changing. Today, AGL said it will close down its gas-fired power station in South Australia from 2026 as a new interconnector is expected to start operation.
So this just says everything about the energy market in Australia. So you've got a gas-fired power station, a Torrens B station, which is ageing. And the issue is that right now it can create energy in South Australia on demand. That's the key of it. So it's there all the time. But the fundamental change that takes place in 2026 is a new interconnector will be built between New South Wales and South Australia. And effectively, that extra electricity coming into the system is going to change the economics of this gas-fired power station, and as a result, AGL will close it. So here's just a little of Marcus Brockhoff, who was the Chief Operating Officer of AGL, Australia's largest energy company in South Australia, making this announcement.
Gas is a transition fuel, and we believe in this. And but the economics here of the power stations are not like this, that we can run Torrens longer.
Now, Ross, something that could be relevant to a lot of our viewers, these reports that cabin crew could start industrial action against Qantas, potentially disrupting a lot of holiday plans over coming weeks.
That is true. There's no timetable on when the industrial action will take place, but 99% of the cabin crew who are a part of an enterprise bargaining agreement right now have voted for that industrial action, which could potentially include strike action. Now, the issue as to when this takes place, or indeed what Qantas will do in response, is yet to be determined. But what's quite clear is that the 3% pay rise, plus some shares, plus other bonuses, have been rejected by those staff. A part of what Qantas wants as part of the new enterprise bargaining agreement is that the shift hours increase from 9 3/4 to 12 hours, and if there are flight disruptions, even up to 14 hours, the union is saying. It comes at the same time, of course, that Tony Sheldon, the former boss of the Transport Workers Union, now a senator, has called for the sacking of Alan Joyce, the chief executive of Qantas, as a result of many of these industrial disputes. But what I can tell you is that Qantas quite clearly is making more profit now than what it had anticipated. $150 million more in just the past 7 weeks. The share price, I'm just having a quick look at, up around 5 cents today, on top of a very big jump in that share price yesterday.
And Ross Greenwood will be with you at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time this afternoon for Business Now. That's every weekday right after Afternoon Agenda.